Hello students, today we will be discussing about the chapter coordinate geometry. In coordinate geometry you must have learned that how do we locate the points on Cartesian plane. What do you mean by Cartesian plane? When in a plane we draw two axes, one is the horizontal one, this is known as x-axis, and the other one which is vertical, this is y-axis. When we draw two axes in a plane, the horizontal one that is x-axis and the vertical one which is known as y-axis, both the axes are mutually perpendicular to each other. Mutually perpendicular to each other means that they are making angle of 90 degree and they intersect at right angles. When you draw these two lines in a plane, whole of the plane as we can see is divided into four parts. Each part of the Cartesian plane is known as quadrant. Okay? We number the quadrants in anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction, that is opposite to the direction of clock. This will be the first quadrant, then this will be the second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. So when you draw two lines, axis, one is x-axis and other one is y-axis, the Cartesian plane is divided into four parts. Each part is known as quadrant, and this is first, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth quadrant. Now when you locate a point in Cartesian plane, two things are important which you have to keep in mind. Location of any point is given by two coordinates x and y. The x coordinate of the point is known as abscissa. This x coordinate is always written first, this is abscissa, and y coordinate is simply known as ordinate, and together abscissa and ordinate of a point are known as coordinates of the point. Now I am telling you coordinates of point. What do you mean by coordinates of point? If you have to locate any point in a plane, you should know abscissa, that is x coordinate, and ordinate, that is y coordinate. What do you mean by x coordinate? X coordinate means the distance of point from y-axis. That is, what is the distance of point from y-axis, that will give you x coordinate or abscissa, and ordinate means the distance of point from x-axis. That is, how far is that point from x-axis. Now the sign of the coordinates of point may be positive or negative, because we know that the point where two axes intersect each other, this is known as origin, and here x is also equal to 0 and y is also equal to 0. As we move towards right side of this x-axis, we know that numbers become positive, because you know how to plot the numbers on number line. Right side of the 0 will give you positive numbers and left side of the 0 will give you negative numbers. Similarly, as you move upward to 0, this will be positive, and as we move bottom of the 0, the numbers we will be getting will be negative. In first quadrant, we can see that x is also positive and y is also positive. So in first quadrant, the points which will be located will of the form plus x and plus y, or simply x and y, because positive sign is not necessarily written. So if two coordinates of the point are both positive, then that particular point will lie in first quadrant. Here we can see that in second quadrant x is negative whereas y is positive. So in second quadrant, the points will be of the form minus x and plus y. That is, if abscissa is negative and ordinate is positive, then the point will be located in second quadrant. In third quadrant, we can see that x is also negative and y is also negative. So the points in third quadrant will be of the form minus x and minus y. And in fourth quadrant, x will be positive whereas y will be negative, because in this side x is positive whereas y is coming negative. By looking at the signs, of the coordinates of point in first, second, third and fourth quadrant, we can see that first quadrant and third quadrant have x and y coordinates of same sign. That is, in first quadrant both are positive and in third quadrant both are negative. Whereas in second and fourth quadrant x and y have opposite sign. In second quadrant x is negative, y is positive, whereas in fourth quadrant x is positive and y is negative. I hope this thing is clear to everyone. Now I will tell you that how to locate the points. I just told you that x coordinate means the distance of point from x axis. So suppose we are given any point, and keep this in mind that the point to be represented is always written in capital letters. So if suppose you have to represent a point A whose coordinates are 3 and 5. Now point A has coordinates 3 and 5, that is x coordinate is 3 whereas y coordinate is 5. So x coordinate is 3, this means that this point is at a distance of 3 units from y axis. See, here I have plotted this point. This point is at a distance of 3 units from y axis, that is, it is 3 units away from y axis. Now y coordinate is 5, this means that the distance of point from x axis will be 5 units, that is, this point is 5 units away from x axis. Now when we draw perpendiculars from these 2 points, we see that the 2 perpendiculars meet at this particular point, and this point will be termed as A, whose coordinates are 3 and 5. Suppose I take another point P whose coordinates are -2 and 4. Now as we can see that here x coordinate is negative whereas y coordinate is positive. X is negative in this direction and y is positive in this direction. So the point will lie in second quadrant. So x is -2, that is, the point is 2 units away from y axis in negative direction. So this point is -2 and y is 4, that is, the point is 4 units away from x axis in positive direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When we draw perpendiculars from these 2 points, this will be the point, this will be point 2 whose coordinates are -2 and 4. In this way we can locate the points in Cartesian plane if its coordinate is given. Suppose we see that any point T is given whose coordinates are 5 and 0. Now x coordinate is 5, that is, the point is 5 units away from y axis, and y coordinate is 0, that is, distance of point from x axis is 0. The distance of point from x axis is 0, this means that the point will lie on x axis itself, it is not away from x axis. So T is equal to 5, 0, the point will come here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is, the point is 5 units away from y axis, and y coordinate is 0, that is, it is not at all far from x axis. So this will be point T, that is 5, 0. I want to tell you one thing from this example, that the point whose y coordinate is 0, only x coordinate is given, this point will always lie on x axis. Let us take another example. Suppose we are taking point B whose coordinates are -4 and 0. Now x is -4, that is, point is 4 units away from y axis in negative direction. So that is, I will take, this is -1, -2, -3 and -4. Distance of point from y axis is 4 units. Now y coordinate is 0, that is, distance of point from x axis is 0. So it will lie on x axis only. So this is point B whose coordinates are -4 and 0. So all the points whose coordinates are of this form, that is, x coordinate is given and y coordinate is 0, this point always lie on x axis. So all the points whose coordinates are of the form x0, they all lie on x axis. Suppose other point M is given whose coordinate are 0 and 4. Now x is 0, that is distance from y-axis is 0 and y-coordinate is 4, that is distance from x-axis is 4 units in positive direction. So, one x-coordinate is 0, that is it is not at all far from y-axis, it will lie on y-axis only this point, and y-coordinate is 4, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is point whose coordinates are 0 and 4 and this point is M. So, all the points whose coordinates are of the form 0, y, that is y coordinate is given, x coordinate is 0, since it is not at all far from y-axis, that is this point will lie on y-axis only. In simple terms, you can keep this in mind that if any one of the coordinate of a point is 0, then you look which coordinate is given. Suppose x coordinate is given, y coordinate is 0, that is this point will lie on x-axis only, and if coordinates of point are of the form 0, y, that is y coordinate is given, so this point will lie on y-axis only. The coordinate which is given, the point will lie on that axis only, the other point will be 0. Okay. Now, I want to explain you that if any point is of the form, suppose we have to represent any point y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0. I told you in starting only that when two axes intersect each other at right angles, that is the two axes x axis and y axis are mutually perpendicular to each other, and the point where they intersect, here this point is the point where x will be equal to 0 and y will be equal to 0, and this point is known as origin. So, the point where these two axes intersect each other, this point is known as origin, and coordinates of origin are 0, 0, that is x is also equal to 0 and y is also equal to 0. Now, after giving you basics of this coordinate geometry, this time I want to discuss with you the formula how to find out distance between any two points. Suppose there are 2 points given in a plane. I am taking one point A. This point A has suppose coordinates x1 and y1, that is x coordinate is represented by x1 and y coordinate is represented by y1. And there is some other point B whose coordinates are x2 and y2. x2, y2 means the x coordinate of B will be represented by x2 and y coordinate will be represented by y2. Suppose you have to find out distance between these 2 points, then what is the formula? I will drop a perpendicular from A. This distance, this is x1 coordinate and y1 coordinate. Distance of point from y-axis, that is this distance is x1, and distance of point from x-axis is y coordinate, that is this distance is y1. B is x2, y2, that is the distance of from y-axis is x2 and the distance of point from x-axis is y2. What I will do is, I will drop a perpendicular on this line AM. Now, suppose we want to apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABM. We know that this particular distance is y1 and from here to here this distance is y2. So, to find out value of BM, what will be the value of BM? BM will be y2 minus y1, because this whole distance y2 minus y1 will give you BM, that is y2 minus y1. From here to here the distance is x2 and from here to here the distance is x1. So, to find out AM, this will be x2 minus x1. Now, we can see that in triangle ABM, we know two sides, AM is x2 minus x1, whereas BM is y2 minus y1. If we apply Pythagoras theorem, then AB square is equal to AM square plus BM square. Since we have to find out distance AB, so AB square is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So, to find out AB, this will be equal to square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. The simple way of learning the formula is, if you have to find out distance between any 2 points A and B, where A is x1 y1 and B is x2 y2, then you simply take the difference of x coordinates of the 2 points and square it, then add to it the difference of y coordinates and square of that difference. Adding the two results, you take square root, you will get the distance between AB. Now here you can have some questioning that whether we have to take this only as x2 y2 and this as x1 y1, or you have to take difference of, can you take x1 minus x2 also? If you take any one of the x coordinate as first, suppose you have taken this thing as x2 and this is x1, and then after taking difference you are taking square of it. If you change order of the coordinates, then also the result will be same only. I will give you one example. Suppose there are 2 points, A is 3, 5 and B is 7, 2, and you have to find distance between A and B. I just told you the formula that whenever you have to find out distance between 2 points A and B, what you do is you take square root of x2 minus x1 square and plus y2 minus y1 square. Now here it depends, if you want to take this as x1 y1 and this as x2 y2, then also the answer will be same, and if you take this as x1 y1 and this as x2 y2, then also the answer will be same. Let us see now. Suppose I have taken this as x2 and y2 and this as x1 and y1. So according to formula, x2 minus x1, that is I am taking difference of 7 and 3 and I am taking square of this, and then y2 minus y1, that is 2 minus 5 and then taking square of this. So the answer will be square root of 4 square plus minus 3 square, that is square root of 16 plus 9, that is square root of 25. So the distance between 2 points A and B will be 5 units. Now instead of taking this as x2 y2, if I would have taken this as x2 y2 and then this as x1 y1, then also the answer would have come same only, because if you take 7 minus 3, instead of 7 minus 3, if I would have taken 3 minus 7, then 3 minus 7 means minus 4, and minus 4 square will also give you 16 only, because if you change order of the numbers and take the difference, the only difference will be of the sign, value will be same. So if you take minus 4 square, then also the answer will come 16 only, and here instead of 2 minus 5, if I would have taken 5 minus 2, then also the answer would have been 3, 3 square is again 9. So there will be no change in answer if you alter the coordinates of point. Instead of finding AB, you can find out BA also, because we have learned from smaller classes that distance between A and B is same as distance between B and A. So here if I change the numbering and then find the value according to formula, then also distance between the points will be 5 units only. Okay, so this thing is clear to everyone, that is 5 units. Okay, so today we have discussed basics of coordinate geometry, and I explained you how to find out distance between any 2 points given in the plane. Using this simple formula and the basics, we can find out distance between any 2 points. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear to everyone. There are many more questions to be discussed on this topic. We will be discussing them in some next class. Okay.